What is up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today we are back on my favorite website, and you guys already know the drill, stake.us. The reason I love this website, well, because I have a lot of fun doing it and make money doing it most of the time. Now, if you're new here, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Before we start this video, if you're new to Stake and want to try these strategies, go ahead and hit on settings, offers, and for the welcome offer, put in the code FAST. This will instantly activate monthly and weekly rewards, as well as enter you into Stake's VIP program and get you a bonus of $25 Stake cash with 250,000 gold coins. After you verify your email, you can claim your bonus. Now let's jump back into the video. Alrighty, guys, in today's video, I see the comments, I see the complaints. You know, you guys are upset that every strategy I've posted in the last few weeks has been a losing one. And I agree with you guys. I understand it's just things that I can't control. And I've told you guys that sometimes when things don't go your way, you have to adapt and try something different. And that's what I've been trying to do because it just hasn't been really going our way. And so it is what it is. That's totally okay because today we're going to make money. I'm going to show you guys some really simple, fun strategies to make some quick bucks, some quick profits. You know, finally show you guys some good strategies. These are strategies that work for me on and off camera. I don't know if I've showed this in the channel before. Maybe I have, maybe I haven't, but we're going to do it anyway today. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think it's going to be easy and we should have a good time doing it. Now, for this strategy, what you want to do is we're starting with a balance of 2,432. And then what you want to do is I'm starting with a starting wager of 25 cents, about 1/10,000th of the balance, right? Your balance divided by 10,000. So like with $100, I think you would start with 1 cent, something like that. We need to make about 20% profit, which is around $480. You guys know the drill. That's how I like to play. Make about 20% profit. Also, I know a lot of you guys have been calling for a challenge type video where we take a balance of like 5,000 and try to grow it to 50,000. That would be fun. We did that in the very, very past, like a long time ago, and I'll do that probably soon. But in the meantime, we're going to show you guys some winning strategies. We need to start winning some money first before we go ahead and attempt another challenge. If you haven't seen that challenge of 5,000 to 50,000 in like 10 days or 14 days, go check those videos out. They're way, 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 way down below, but we're going to jump into it. I'm done rambling. Here's how your board should look. On stop on net gain is 25 cents. On win, 100%. On loss, 0%. And your base wager, well, for us, our base wager is 25 cents. And if you're starting with $100, your base wager is going to be 1 cent. Winnings or multiplier is going to be 10, but we're just going to start it every time a win occurs. It will then increase the bet 100%. It's a very simple strategy, but all right, there you go. So now we're going to go back to base wager. Here we're going to set 20 and we're going to start it back up. This strategy does seem like it's not going to be, it seems like it could be slow, but trust me guys, this could get fast. It could make some really fast profits very fast. Would not take long to make 480. Let me tell you, 20% is very attainable for most stake games. That's why I always preach that, guys. If you're trying to stake for the first time, just try to make 20% of your balance. If you're starting with $100, just try to make $100. And I mean, if you're starting with $100, just try to make $20. If you're starting with $1,000, try to make $200, right? 20%, that's the rule. You don't got to get carried away. Okay, this is getting a little crazy right now. 30x multiplier. Even if we hit it right now, it wouldn't be enough. So we would need to hit a 30 back to back after it increases the bet. But let's just see what happens, right? Anything can happen. I hope this is not the camera curse that I typically experience where things have been going so smooth and then as soon as I turn on the camera, things just go sideways. Hopefully that is not what we're going to experience in today's video, but I don't think so. We're just going to have to see what happens. All right, we need a hit now badly. This is, come on, one more. There you go. Would you look at that, guys? We're already at almost 20%. And we haven't even gone through the whole cycle. And the whole cycle goes from 10 multiplier to 50. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So now we're on the 40 multiplier and we're going to start it back up and wait for the stop on profit, stop on net gain of 25 cents or higher to occur. We started at 2,400. We're at 2,700. Nothing to complain about. About $260 profit so far. As it is. All right, 288 profit. Now we're going to go back down to 25 cents and we're going to set the multiplier to 50 and we're going to start it back up. We only need to make about $200 more and we will be at profit. So I'm very excited about that. And like I said, it should not take very long. It usually does not. So I don't think it will. All right, there you go. We just achieved more profit. We're at 308 already, guys. As you guys can see, things are quite literally moving along. All right, now we're going to set this to 20. Keep our base wager, and let it keep going. All right, made profit. Now we're going to set this to 30. And just going to let it do its thing here. Should not be long before we make profit. All right, now we're going to set this to 40. And this can get risky, guys, so be mindful. This can get out of hand here and there. But we shouldn't have that issue in today's video. We have more than enough balance. If you're, like I said, starting with a divider of 10,000, you should have more than sufficient balance for this strategy. All right, now we're going to set the multiplier to 50. We're at 329, 330-ish dollar profit from our high point. So things are really going great. We only need about $160 more to be at exactly 20% from what we started with. And as you guys will see, that will happen. It's only been about 5 minutes or so, so it hasn't been long. So if you started with like $100 and you made $20, which is your 20% in a very short period of time, that's a nice little boost where you could come back later and try again, or you know, cash it out, whatever you want to do. The reason I'm using $100 as a reference because a lot of you guys like to play with smaller balances. I may be wrong. If somebody likes to play with bigger balances, let me know. If you guys, whoever plays with bigger balances, comment down below. I can give you guys strategies for bigger balances. But I used to do bigger balance strategies, and a lot of you guys didn't quite enjoy that because they seemed a little too far-fetched for some of you, which is totally understandable. This is just for fun. This is not a living this is not for you to make a living. It does work for some people. Like I said, somebody did comment in one of the last videos or something that no matter what, casino always wins. And I do agree with that sentiment, but I will tell you guys, that's not to say if we can't use certain things to our advantage and use advantage play to try to make at least 20% of our balance. I can say that for a fact. I do that right now full time, and that's what I do. I just try to strive to make 20%. Yes, we do have losing days, you know, and then we would cover it in the next day or two. Sometimes depends on the loss, but typically as long as I don't chase it, I'll usually recover it in a very short time. So the cash is always flowing. No shortage of that. We're doing really well. We're about less than $100 away from reaching our target goal of 20%. And obviously we can keep going after we reach 20%, guys. That's just my advice to you guys, that don't get greedy. And that's just the way I like to play. I don't like to get greedy. I like to just take my 20% and a run. I don't see the need to continue and try to win more money than I need. So if I'm starting with $1,000, my goal is going to be only to make $200. You know, if I'm starting with $2,000, my goal is to make $400. I just don't see the need to get greedy, and I'm willing to risk what I'm willing to risk in order to make 20% profit. And so that's the way I play, and that's the way I try to teach you guys. So like I said, if somebody has the luxury of doing this and going a little bigger balances, you know, just be mindful that if you want to make $500, you have to put in at least $2,500, right? If you want to make $1,000, you have to put in $5,000. So just be mindful that that's usually the smartest way to do it. If you want to get into this and try to do it full time, you have to definitely not get greedy, have good self-control, things of that nature. As trained as I am for this, and you know, work on having self-control, I do get carried away here and there. You guys even seen it on videos before, and that's just what happens, right? We're human. That's human nature, and that's kind of what can happen. But you just have to have self-will or whatever, power over yourself to control yourself and those urges to not get carried away, which, like I said, I'm human, I'm imperfect, and I've made mistakes too where I get carried away and then regret it because things go sideways, or sometimes it works out. But having that mentality is what makes me want to try to continue, and that's not the right mentality to have. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys not to do. If you have a great power of will, I think it's very possible. Just don't get greedy. Don't think you can make it all in one day. Just know you can make a little today, make a little tomorrow. I have somebody even commented before that they've taken like $100, I believe, and turned it into $10,000 over the month following my rules of only making 20% daily, which really, really good. So it is possible. People are doing it, and you just have to have self-control. Like I said, once that person made their 20% on the day, they stopped and they just worked on whatever else. So that's kind of what I try to tell you guys. Self-control is very important. We're on a little bit down streak here. Hopefully this is not going to be a big problem for us. Hopefully this recovers on its own very soon. We'll just have to stick around and see what does happen as it progresses, but let's just let it play out here. We do need a hit soon. We're almost back to no profit. Okay, we're officially out of profit territory, so we need hits, lots of them, back to back to back. Let's just see what happens here. Hopefully I did not push my luck, but anything is possible. So we'll just have to see what happens. It's a lot of losses, guys. That's a lot. Very, very, very many losses. Hopefully it'll turn around for us, though. I don't know. Starting to get doubtful. It's quite deep at this point. We need hits to happen relatively quickly. Man, we're already at 16. We need that hit right now. Give it to us. 32 times 40. Give it to us. Yeah, I think this is the end. No, it's not. And that's where I'm calling it, guys. That was a crazy, crazy setup. This is why I say you have to use a divider of 10,000, because something like that can happen. And that could have went south 100%, but it could have also done that. And when it does that, that is amazing. We started with 2,400. We are at almost $5 shy of being at 5,000. We're at $2,562 net gain. That is amazing. And that is what I'm telling you guys. Use money that you're able to lose, and whatever I use is what I'm targeting. My goal for the day was to make $400, $480, $500, around there, 20%. And I started with 2,400 and I doubled it. So that's like a nice little bonus. So now I'm officially done for the day. I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to go away. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was very fun to make, especially when it worked out like that. It did make me a little bit nervous towards the end, but I kind of have faith in the strategies that I showed. This is a very good strategy. We did have quite a bit of wins in a very close succession there for a little while, if you look at the graph. So I was expecting a drop coming up. I just didn't expect it to be that big, but it's okay, because at the end of the day, everything worked out. And like I said, be smart, be wise, play strategic, and only try to take about 20%. Don't get greedy. I do want to tell you, if you liked anything you saw in this video or any of my other videos and you want to sign up to Stake for the very first time, don't forget to sign up. Use my code FAST, F-A-S-T. What that will do for you is give you $25 Stake cash and 250,000 gold coins in your email within the first 24 to 48 hours after you sign up, and verify your email. So when you sign up to Stake, don't forget to sign up and use that code FAST. Also, don't forget to like the video, comment down below what you guys would like to see in the next video, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel with notifications on. If you want to get in touch with me directly, then you can check out the Discord in the description. But with that said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.